Um, and they're going to talk to us about, and we received a PDF of your slideshow, but I'm not sure if you're going to share your screen. You have host rights if you'd like to share it, or if you'd like us to do it, just let us know. But they are going to talk about all the great resources and programming at DPR. There was a groundbreaking yesterday of the Joy Evans Therapeutic Recreation Center, where they really, what was great is that the director of DPR talked about all the wonderful programming at the Joy Evans Therapeutic Recreation Center, but also emphasized that their goal isn't just to have an internationally renowned therapeutic recreation center in Ward 7, but to have accessible services across the district so that all district residents can engage with services at DPR. So with that high bar, I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Toppin and Mr. Coates.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much, Director Reese, for inviting us here today to share with you information on our Therapeutic Recreation Center and our programs, programmatic offerings. We too are very excited about the new Joy Evans, the newly renamed Joy Evans Therapeutic Recreation Center. And so that will open next year. And so we're excited about that. It's going to be, as you said, the director mentioned, it's going to be a really state-of-the-art facility that is going to be designed around inclusivity, accessibility, connection to community, therapy and wellness. Biophilia is a new term that I have learned recently, which is basically the hypothesis that humans need interaction. We need to connect with nature. We need to connect with one another. And so the designs are going to be centered around that, which I think is exciting. It's going to be flexible and durable. It's going to be a premier facility. And so we look forward to seeing you all there next year and attending some of our programs. So I'm going to talk to you just a bit. Oh, well, I guess Director Reese, do you want to show the presentation? Oh, I apologize. I accidentally pressed the mute button. Is it easier for you to show it or for me to show the presentation?
I was on mute too. So I was saying, Charlize, can you pull up the presentation?
Give me one second.
Well, while she's pulling that up, I'm going to share with you some information. Oh, great. I'm going to share some information with you just on DPR's therapeutic recreation program. And then I'm going to turn it over to my Chief of Community Programs, who's going to talk with you more about some of the specifics of the programs that we offer. So DPR, if you want to switch to the next slide. DPR's Therapeutic Recreation Division, we provide recreation and therapeutic and athletic programs for residents all across the district. And this includes adaptive programs and facilities for persons with disabilities and without disabilities. Everyone's welcome. And we address the needs of the individuals living with disabilities through a variety of specialized therapeutic recreation program services. And so the provision of recreation programs and services to people with illnesses and disabling conditions is the general crux and definition of therapeutic recreation. And so if we want to go to the next slide. So the purpose of our therapeutic recreation programs is to improve and maintain the physical, cognitive, social, emotional, and spiritual functioning through recreation participations. So many of our therapeutic programs and services are offered at our therapeutic recreation center, commonly known as the TR Center, as we mentioned, but now we will enjoy calling it the Joy Evans Recreation Center. And some of our current services and programs include, if you want to go to the next slide. Well, I'm sorry, I got a little ahead of myself. So what populations do therapeutic recreation serve? So again, we serve everyone. We serve the pediatric population, the children, the geriatric, or the seniors, the platinums, as we like to call them within DPR, and those with mental health issues, addictions, physical disabilities. Sorry about that. Those with mental health issues, as well as those with addictions, those physically disabled, developmentally disabled. That includes autism, cerebral palsy, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, intellectual disability, learning disabilities, and hearing and vision loss. So we serve everyone. It's not, again, I want to stress, it's not limited just to those populations. And so a lot of what the services and programs that we offer include leisure and life skills development, adaptive sports and aquatics, senior programming, community inclusion activities, arts and crafts and cultural activities, special events and field trips, and summer camps. And so we have a very dedicated, thoughtful team who are very creative in coming up with just wonderful programs to serve everyone and to ensure that they are getting some physical and mental stimulation in addition to the therapy that we offer. So if you want to go to the next slide. So at this point, I think I'll turn it over to Marcus Coates, who again has the community programs, and he can talk to you through with you all of our programs and all of our programmatic offerings.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks, Gina. As Ms. Toppin stated, we provide a variety of programs to the district residents. The Therapeutic Recreation Center, now renamed the Joy Evans Recreation Center, is the home that we kind of, funnel all of our offerings to. However, we do provide adaptive programming across our inventory. We've actually worked with DDS in the past to provide some disability integration training. Ms. Emily Price. So she's worked with us in the past to provide some disability integration training, in which, a lot of our staff, kind of light bulb went off, and they were like, man, we could do things a little differently. We could do this a little differently. So, we began to integrate or alter our offerings to be more adaptive and inclusive. And so that was, one of the things that we do and look forward to. So again, just talking about our therapeutic recreation program offerings, specifically for the TR Center, we offer seasonal programs. All of our programs are offered seasonally, just to give people an opportunity to register, give people a different look. Seasons change, the weather's changed. People want to do different programs. So our programs typically run from 4 to 8 weeks through the 4 seasons. We do offer school year programs as well that are September through June. And then, of course, we offer our summer camp programs, which are from June to August. Next slide, please. So some of the programs that we do offer, we partner with a few organizations, MedStar Health. They provide some programming with us as well. The Y provides some adaptive programming to us as well. But just to name a few programs that we have, Leisure Life Skills, which is our day program that addresses cognitive, emotional, and social recreational needs of adults with special needs. These activities are for the promotion of socialization, daily living, skills, money management, fitness, fun, and opportunities to make leisure choices. So again, we offer these day programs to a wide variety of residents. To have them, recreation is for everyone. So we want to make sure we provide that. Our adaptive chair exercise, which is an inclusive low impact exercise class for people with all abilities. It's a variety of seated and standing range of motion and cardio exercises that will be presented. Some of the benefits includes calorie burn, improved range of motion, cardio fitness, circulation, strength, balance, and muscle tone. As we know, it is important to stay active, regardless if you're able-bodied or not. Being active and fit is priority for everyone. As you know, we are the fittest recreation agency in, well, we was the fittest recreation agency in the nation. I think we got number 3 now. I think we need to go get that top spot, but nonetheless, we're going to do it. MedStar Adaptive Circuit Training, again, we partner. We can't do this alone. We want to make sure that we also partner with individuals who do provide those resources to us. It's an exercise class geared towards adults with limited mobility and physical disabilities. The instructor adapts exercises based on the needs of the individual, so it's specialized based on their level of functioning. So again, this is something that we provide in our TR line dance. If you're familiar with our line dance program in DPR, it is a hit. All of our seniors, they love it. It's just amazing how many different line dances there are. I can't do some of the moves, but the seniors, they outshine me, but I got 2 left feet, so that's not saying much. But our TR line dance, again, is our line dance program that is modified to suit the needs of those who may have disabilities.
I think they can advance the slide.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Please.
That slide, please. Yeah, so again, going back, I'm sorry, the MedStar Adaptive Training Program, again, working with MedStar to provide that circuit training with people with limited or physical disabilities. And it's really specialized based on the needs of the individual. And then our TR line dance program, which is our familiar line dance program that has been altered to suit the needs of individuals who are participating. Next slide, please. Again, our MedStar Adaptive Tiny Tots program. This is a program for youth ages 3 to 5. We have a Tiny Tots program. That's our regular, program offering for youth ages 3 to 5. This is our adaptive or modified program to suit those who may have physical disabilities and provide that same opportunity to them. It's a social program for youth ages 3 to 5, very inclusive, very friendly and fun. And then we have our adaptive sports camp, which is for children ages 5 to 18 with physical disabilities, providing camp opportunities for those who need them. And they include activities such as wheelchair basketball, tennis, cycling, volleyball, crafts, field trips, and many other activities. Next slide. Our MedStar Wheels in Motion. This camp is for teens, teen specific, 12 to 18 with physical disabilities. Campers can, make connections, build confidence, explore their community in a fun and group environment. And the programs include adaptive sports, physical activities, outings, and education. All of our traditional program offerings that we provide across the district, again, modifying it to suit the needs of those who participate. And then our Special Olympics program for young athletes, which is phenomenal, phenomenal program. This is a sport and play program for children with and without intellectual disabilities, ages 2 to 7 years old. Introduces basic sport skills like running, kicking, throwing, participating in various activities. This is, again, by far one of our great program offerings that we do provide. Next slide. And then lastly is our therapeutic recreation summer camps. Traditionally, we will hold our therapeutic program summer camps at the TR Center because, you know, we had the groundbreaking yesterday and we're getting a new one. We modified that and put it all at, moved them all to Woody Ward Recreation Center. But we also have program offerings across the district, Turkey Thicket, Rosedale, Fort Stevens, and many others to provide our residents with camping opportunities for those who may need them with disabilities. So we have several other locations other than the therapeutic specific sites. We do provide those opportunities across the district. And then our additional program offerings, additional program offerings are wheelchair rugby, our veterans adaptive badminton, wheelchair basketball, adaptive yoga for the blind and visually impaired, veterans adaptive pickleball, and adaptive aquatic exercise. Next slide, please. Just giving an overview of our summer camp offerings. So again, Woody Ward, where all of our program offerings have been moved to out of the TR Center, will host Camp Adventure. We'll also have Discovery Inclusion, which will be at Fort Stevens, Sherwood, Turkey Thicket. Our Let's Play Little Explorers offering will be at Hillcrest, Rosedale, and Turkey Thicket. Our adaptive team program, which is Wheels in Motion, that will be held at Turkey Thicket. And lastly, our youth adaptive sports program camp will be at Turkey Thicket as well.
Thank you, Marcus. And as you can tell, we do a lot. We love to do this, and we have something for everyone. And in addition to the programs that were mentioned here, you know, all of our programs can be adopted, as is required by law, but it's something that we are committed to doing to ensure that everyone has access to our facilities, to our programs across the district. And so I just want to finish here by saying, you know, if you want more information on our programs, our events and camps, we have several different avenues that you can take to find more, including going to our website at dpr.dc.gov. We also have an event web page that shares just specific events that we are having, and that's dpr.events. Sorry about that, dpr.events. And for our programs, if you want to learn, just go straight to our programmatic offerings. You can go to dprprograms.com. And then, of course, our camps. We're excited about camps. Camp begins on June 29th, and we're excited about camps. As usual, that's the time where we really shine. And so if you want more information on our camps, you can go to dprsummercamp.com, find more information. And then if we go to the next slide, we have a program manager, the therapeutic recreation manager, Russell Rogers. Unfortunately, he's not able to be here with us today, but please feel free to reach out to Mr. Rogers. He has all the information. He's been with DPR for some time, is passionate, trained and skilled at our therapeutic recreation programs and manages this program. And so you can reach him at 202-698-1794, or you can reach him via email at russellrogers2@dc.gov. And I'm sure that Director Reese, you can feel free to reach out to us as well, but he can share this with this group after the end of this session for anyone who is interested. And so again, please always take every opportunity that we can to share everything that we do at DPR. We have a dedicated staff that I just rave about because they're really passionate about what they do. And so we're here to serve anyone. If you have any questions or if you need any additional information, please just let myself or Chief Coates know. And we look forward to seeing you this summer at our camp or one of our programs or events.
Thank you. And I noticed that Mr. Coates responded to the question that was in the chat. And I also want to echo what he said before. I recall there was the training for DPR staff, and the person from our staff that went over there was so impressed by the engagement and the turnout from DPR staff. And so now as we're moving toward re-engaging in the community, look forward to us re-engaging with you to do some more work together. Because we were kind of hitting a rhythm there way back in 2019, and we need to get back into it.
Oh,
and so
most
now,
definitely, most definitely.
Thanks. And unfortunately, you know, our planning, we planned for a whole lot today, so I want to move right on. Next up is Special Olympics, and it was really important to invite them to present as well, because in our planning group, from the folks we support, they said if you're going to talk about activities, don't forget Special Olympics because they're so important to us. And so Nicole Preston, their director, is with us today, and we have a slideshow that Charlisa is going to share. And Ms. Preston, floor is yours. You're on mute.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you so much for having us today. We really appreciate the opportunity to share information about the community. And I know we're running out of time, so I'll try to go pretty quickly. You can go ahead to the next slide. So what we do, we provide 12 sports year-round with 3 championships. So our summer games, our fall games, and our winter games. So many people don't know we do have summer games right here in the district. So every year, well, we're excited, I should say, to get back to it for the first time this year after the pandemic shutdowns. So we are bringing all of our programs back online and getting back involved. So we have, beyond our sports, we have health and inclusion programs, which I will talk about in the following slides. So you can go ahead to the next one. Young athletes. So DPR just talked about that. I as well was at the groundbreaking yesterday for the new therapeutic rec center. So we are equally excited about that new amazing facility where we'll be able to continue to partner with DPR and Director Rogers on programming there. So Young Athletes, as DPR shared, is one of our programs that we do for children ages 2 to 7, cutest ones in the world. And we were happy to do this at Therapeutic Rec Center last summer. As a matter of fact, we did a number of Young Athletes programs there in that community, and look forward to continuing doing that again when it reopens. But in the meantime, we do this all over the city in various schools, elementary schools, and daycare provider programs and communities. So we do have young athletes. The thing I wanted to share was Special Olympics is for all ages. So starting at 2 all the way to 82. We have youth for the youngest kids, our youth programs, and our adult programs. So there's never any age too late to get involved. Next slide. So moving on to the little older kids, our Unified Champion Schools program is the program we do in DC public schools, public and charter and private schools. So any school in the district. So you can be a Special Olympics athlete officially starting age 8. And then you can be involved in these programs that include our unified sports, our whole school engagement, because it's important for the kids with and without disabilities to play together and get to know each other. And we're trying to create inclusion throughout the throughout the whole school community through those programs. And it also gives the youth a chance for leadership opportunities, because we don't dictate how it goes. We ask our youth to build these programs within the schools. So those youth in each of the schools get to develop and create the programs and help lead them for their school populations. So this is a multifaceted program to get the youth involved. So this is in the elementary, middle, and high school programs, as well as college. So we do have programs in our universities here: Georgetown University, American, Howard, George Washington, Catholic, all UDC, all of the universities also have a Special Olympics Club where they're able to put on programs for our Special Olympics athletes and give high school students that visibility to what the next step looks like in terms of college. So we have a great number of partnerships with our universities as well. Next slide, please. Our Healthy Athletes program. So Healthy Athletes works to ensure that Special Olympics athletes can perform in their best on and off the field and have equal access to quality health care. So there's obviously all of the services that the healthcare providers and the residential programs, day programs all provide. And we just want to supplement that and make sure that our athletes have that sports physical that allows them to participate. So we've recently partnered with Children's National Hospital with their mobile health clinic that you can see here, where if athletes don't have that medical, that we bring the clinic to them. We've brought this mobile clinic to 3 schools so far, and been able to have the kids come out, the students come out and get their medicals. That mobile health clinic is also fully able to provide vaccines and other immunizations. So it can really be a help to parents who haven't gotten their kids to be able to do those things. So that is one of the things we do, as well as health screenings, and then referring athletes to continuing care as needed. All right, next slide, please. Our Unified Sports. So this is the program that we really love and want to promote to everyone. It brings together people with and without intellectual disabilities on the same teams for training and competition. So we do this throughout the year. We have several sports, both for youth and adults. Those are separate. It really is a wonderful way, again, to build the inclusive community in DC for people of all walks of life to play with our athletes, to see their competitive spirit, to know that it's not going to be easy. They play hard and want to really be seen in the community as competing with everyone else. So these teams compete and have championship at the end where they're given medals, and we have different levels. But again, that provides sports skills, fitness, social inclusion for everyone. So that's something that anyone can participate in. You can, if you don't have intellectual disabilities, you're called a unified partner. So you can register to be a partner and to play. So you can play any of the sports that we offer. Next slide. So this is just an image of our Unified Tennis Youth. This is a program we do at Catholic University with the school age kids. And the next slide is Unified Basketball that we've had at Catholic University. So again, this is a group of people with and without. Nobody makes any distinction about who is who. And we play a great game of basketball. Everyone really enjoys it. So next slide. So these are the sports we're offering: soccer, track and field, flag football, volleyball, bocce, tennis, golf, basketball, bowling, and motor activities training. The motor activities training is a program for people who have physical disabilities as well. So everything is adapted, seated, or as needed for the particular sport. So for bowling, we have a ramp. So wheelchair-bound athletes can come up and place their ball on the ramp and continue to bowl. And we have adaptations like that, as appropriate for the sports. What we're getting ready to go into right now is our track and field and soccer seasons. We just finished basketball. So volleyball is up next, unified volleyball for adults. There's soccer and track and field, soccer for youth and track and field for both youth and adults. So those are the next sports that we are doing. And after that, there will be tennis. And then we go into the fall, to the fall with golf. And then basketball and bowling are in the winter. We will be having our summer games this year at Catholic University in May. So we're getting ready for that. And there's the last program I wanted to share on the next slide, I believe. Is USA Games? Yes. We're very excited this year. Every 4 years, Special Olympics does national games. So every year we do our games here in the district locally, and those scores are sent up to the national level. So every 4 years, there's a national competition. And this year, it's in Orlando, Florida in June. So we're very excited to take a delegation of 30 athletes down to Orlando, Florida to compete for a week. So these are just two of them. Perez is on our golf team. Madison is a student at Woodson University. She's on our track and field team. And these athletes get to be flown. Everything is completely covered for them. They're flown to Orlando. They get to stay a week at the Disney Resort. They will have an amazing opening ceremonies going into the stadium with the delegation, and they'll compete at the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex there, and many other amazing facilities around the Orlando area. So this is just an amazing opportunity for these athletes to get to go and travel and compete against their peers from all over the United States. So I love the opportunity when we get back to come back on and tell you about how they did and how many great medals they won and all that good stuff. And this will all be shown on ESPN. So I'll share that information as well so that you can watch it on ESPN and see some of the broadcasts of this amazing event. So just to say that we provide year-round opportunities here in the district, but we also then are able to provide activities for some of these athletes to travel nationally and internationally for our games. Our next World Games next summer will be in Berlin. So we'll have the opportunity to take some athletes there as well. So that is it. How to get involved. Here's our website. Our email is info@specialolympicsdc.org and the phone number for the office. So please get in touch with us any way. On the website, there's directly a place where it says how to get involved. You can register to be an athlete, to be a coach, to be a volunteer, any of those things. If you have trouble with the forms on the website, you can just email us or call us. We're happy to mail it out to you or do whatever we need to help facilitate getting you engaged. So thank you very much.
And thank you so much, Ms. Preston. And I want to acknowledge we are running over, and I'm sorry that we're running over, except that we're running over because I think all of us who were planning weren't aware of all of the wonderful opportunities for people to engage in different activities for free here in the district that there are. And so we do have one more person. And there's a question for you, Ms. Preston, in the chat. If you could just respond to everyone, then they can see it. How often do people have to do the medical form for that? And lastly, Christina Mitchell is here from ODR. And I do want to allow Christina to share with people if they have concerns about government agency services and accessibility, how they go about addressing those concerns.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, thank you again for inviting us to talk. This has actually been a really informative event for me to just watch. So this is awesome. Again, my name is Christina Mitchell. I am the Chief of Staff here at the Office of Disability Rights. And I wanted to just take some time and just a little bit of time to really talk about how the district is here to help make some of our wonderful programming that you've heard about today accessible. Right now, all of our agencies are doing a wonderful job in making these programs totally inclusive and accessible. But if there is a chance that you are finding that any programming may not be completely accessible, the Office of Disability Rights is here to work with you and the agency to make some of those things possible. We here have the Effective Communication Program, where we're able to allow agencies to request sign language interpreters for events and CART interpreter, real-time captioning for any events that they may need. Again, we're also able to work with the agencies to figure out how to make things just more accessible for their programming. If by chance you do find that you will need some extra guidance on making things accessible, please feel free to contact us. Again, as the compliance office for the city, we are here to work with our agencies to make sure that this is a model city, proving that we can have total inclusion in all of our activities. Our number here is 202-724-5055. And again, that's 202, and I'll put that in the chat, 724-5055. And our website is odr.dc.gov. Now, on our website, you'll also see some other fun things. We do have trainings that can also talk about disability sensitivity, people first language, and making reasonable accommodations. Again, if you do have clients that you would like to receive some accommodations to work with those programs, you want to start with our programs, because our sister agencies, especially the ones we've heard today, are very well versed in making their programming accessible. But if by chance you just need a little bit more assistance, we are definitely here to assist that program and just making sure that all of our residents are able to participate. And again, I have listed our contact information. And if there are any quick questions, I can definitely take those. But our portion was really just short and to the point of we are here to assist all agencies and all of our residents on making sure that any district programming is fully inclusive.
Thank you so much, Christina. And once again, I want to thank Deborah McKinney, Gina Toppin, Marcus Coates, Nicole Preston, and Christina for these great presentations today. I'm sorry, as I said, that we ran a little over, but I think that was because of the great presentations by everyone and really good information about things that are available in the community so that our folks can be fully involved, can be getting back out there, enjoying themselves, and fully engaged in their communities across DC. Our next meeting is on May the 27th, and we will have a planning meeting on May the 13th for our planning group, where we'll recognize at that time how long an hour really is and plan for a meeting that will fit within that hour. So thanks to everyone, especially our presenters, and we will talk again next month.
Real quick, directories. I did leave a message in the chat box, but I wanted to announce to anyone who may not have access to view the chat box. If you're interested in submitting a PowerPoint slide to add to the slides that were shown in the beginning, so please email those slides to me, Charlisa, at CHARLISA .Payne, the number 2 at dc.gov to have your slide added to our next form.
And we'll be sending these slides out to everyone, and we will tell you where you can find them on our website. So thanks a lot, and we'll talk next month.